Today we got some fun stuff, we got some exciting stuff, and we got some stuff that has about pissed me the F off as far as I can take it, and all my staff. So all that, and then some fun, and then some vehicles, and a lot of new arrivals. Roll the intro. Guys, we got more vehicles to show y'all today than I probably ever showed you in one time at one place and in one video. And you're going to get to see me just about cuss. So you're going to want to follow along. Let's start it off. So before we get to the pissed off state of me, we're going to still stick with exciting things. That's making customers happy. What a cool truck that is basically now ready to ship. I need to call the customer. I've had the guys texting with this customer. Even though this is a mild upgrade to this truck, it's still a truck to them. It's still a purchase to them. It's still important. But what a cool truck. A 75 C20. I mean, just an awesome freaking truck. And he did ask me about dual tanks, and I know he's a watcher of the channel, so the answer is yes, it does have dual tanks. I'm going to check to make sure they both work. But he wanted a bed liner, and he wanted a bed cap. We accomplished that, no problem. Pretty simple. This is a good fitting cap. We've used several of them recently. And then even though this truck is not lifted tall, he wanted a step. And that step we can still get. Can't always get it, but Daniel's able to source them and find them sometimes. But this was a really, really, really neat truck. Very original, very unmessed with. Air condition actually worked, and this is the one that me and Trista discovered all kinds of cool little extra gadgets, which I think most of them have been unhooked over time, like the theft system and some other things. But really happy. These were nice people to work with. They're going to really love the truck. And it wasn't one of the crazy big trucks like you think everything's got to be big and crazy and huge, and it doesn't. So let's get this out of the way. This is one of an uncountable amount of, and Trista's going to insert it too with some overlay and music, problems that we have due to AI and other things in this world. AI has its benefits. AI has its challenges. This person has scammed more people than I can count. Thankfully today, the calls that have come in relation to this, all were smart enough to know it was a scam. Kudos to you guys. Their vehicles that they're pricing at about 1/10 of what they should sell for. That should be an alarm. Then their shipping cost is about 1/5 of what it should be. One of these guys was in the shipping business, and he said, there's no way you can ship me something from Virginia to Texas for $300. No, that's a $1,500 shipping fee. That's where his radar went off. As soon as you start to question these people, they run, they hide, they don't respond. You'll never get to go to their place because the place is here. We are nowhere else, guys. We're not in Texas. We're not in Florida. We're not in Canada. We are only here in Chesterfield, Virginia. Over there, here, over there, and a bunch of places up the street and a few places down the street. But we're right here in this corridor. That's it. We're nowhere else. We also will not only ship. We welcome you to come here. I wouldn't be spending the time and money and effort to literally have a heart attack trying to get things ready for our open house for you guys to come and see things. I want nothing more than that. These scams are out of control. These fake pages are out of control. The people that are using our content to get viral videos to make money are out of control. And it's very frustrating because every morning we can tell as soon as we walk in from the voicemails and from the calls that are ringing as soon as we open the door at 8 o'clock or 7:30 or whenever Mike gets in or I get in. How much is the green and white truck? We haven't had a green and white truck in I don't know how long. Sure enough, somebody's done stole the information, posted it, and it upsets customers. We're also now through all the FTC guidelines, so we're trying to put prices with videos and with post. Again, sometimes we can't do that because the truck's not ready. The bill up at the shop might be 10 grand, it might be $100, or it might be $15,000. I don't know till the truck's finished, so we can't price some things if we try to post them ahead of time. We're doing the best we can to balance it all. That's all I can say. We did also get in probably the cheapest running square body, and it does run good. That truck will lay black marks as far as you want to lay them. It does have a spooled rear. It will put you in a ditch if you don't know how to drive. There's a funny video. It's not funny for the guy it happened to, but he was showing off at a car show, ran in a ditch. because he got out of control with his square body. We should probably find that and put it in a thing. And again, it's not funny to the person it happened to, but he was showing off and he got out of hand. He could have let up and stopped, but he kept on going. It happens to people all the time. So it's got a fuel cell. It's got a 383. It's got a transmission that's fresh. It's got a bunch of cool stuff under the hood. Yes, it's ugly. It's patina. It's a rat rod. You couldn't buy the motor and transmission for the price of the truck, which is $10,900. Matter of fact, the motor and transmission definitely cost more than that, not to mention all the electronics and putting it in, and the new brakes and the hoses and the CalTrack bars and the new tires and the stretch rally wheels, and to mention it's not a bad donor truck. It's just patinaed, and it's always going to be a patina truck. Now let's get to some good trucks. Let's go over here. So we're actually tinting the windows in this tractor for the customer that's buying it, and we're tinting them limo dark. And I will tell you guys, you know our quality control is tight on our builds and things like that. But even my subcontractors, we don't tint windows, but you might as well say that he works for us because he's a longtime friend and he does anything we ask him. But he disassembled this whole tractor to make sure the windows were perfect. Even though the customer getting it said, I just don't want the sun beating on me. I want the AC to work better. I don't care how it looks. It's not going out of here halfway. If we're adding it, it's going to be the right way. So that's pretty cool. Also over here, we have, I think, 4 different contractors currently in the building. And also on the other side, we're remodeling a house. So to say there's a lot going on, and bless Mom's heart, she has dove right in the middle of all this. She should not be doing anything at her age, but she gets in here bell to bell, and she's dealing with these contractors because I haven't had time for me to get up, and I wish I could text myself to take a pee, because even to get up from my desk and not interrupted to go to use the bathroom sometimes is a task, and getting everything else done. I was videoing today, and there's a couple GDs. That's not God, it's gosh, the other word, many times, because I'm trying to do it and the phone's ringing, or somebody's like, hey, real quick, can I? And I'm like, you know, we try to get it all done, and it's tough to do. But the progress over here is great. We're going to wait for Mom to be in the video tomorrow to show you guys the progress over here, because it is rolling along very, very, very well. And, well, let's keep on coming, Trista, because we need to sell some of these bucket trucks. These bucket trucks are every style, shape, and size that you can buy. Freightliner, International, Ford, some pre-emissions, some newer, some older, some lower miles, some higher miles, and there's about 30 of them scattered across the road and over here. And, well, now even some of the utility trucks are over there. How about this? Oh, Trista made sure I mentioned while this is in my hand. These scams, please report them. Please report them. Also, if you're on a Facebook page and it says Davis Auto Sales, it has a picture of our stretched blue Suburban. That is not our page, but it is a friendly page, if that makes any sense. It's a fan page. We're not so sure it's not driven and produced by Google or Meta, but it does have our proper information. It does have our phone number, so you guys do find us that way. That's not our page. We can't control, we don't answer comments because we don't even know you're making comments. I will tell you guys how bad it is sometimes with this stuff. I only have TikTok and YouTube on my phone. The other phone in there specifically has Facebook and Instagram. If I have my alerts on my phone and we have a regular day of posting videos, sometimes it's as many as 200 notifications a minute. Now add the other 2 and add some viral videos in there when things go 3 and 4 times more. That could possibly be as many as 1,000 notifications per minute. So don't be upset if you don't get a response sometimes. That's the reason why. Now that may not be a message. It might not be a DM. It might just be a like, or it might be a share. But just to let that sink in, up to 1,000 notifications a minute between the 2 things. So it can get very overwhelming, and we're trying our best to manage all of it and not have it be AI driven. I could have AI answer everything, but then it's fake, and we're trying not to get it fake. So look at that. If that doesn't bring back some high school memories for somebody. Now, this is what I love the most. You guys know what those are and what they fit, but this is also the same bolt pattern. That's why they fit on there. Nissan. Not as cool as a Toyota, not as cool as Back to the Future, but a Nissan truck. And it is not sold. That is where I bought it, and it was in transportation now for the last 2 weeks because nobody could figure out how to get it loaded or started. It has a bunch of little things to it. But it is a nice, solid Nissan. It's got a little, I guess that's some sort of a awning. I don't know, I haven't researched it yet. It's got a Datsun rack on the top. My brother Brian had a truck real similar to this. And honestly, I'll tell you guys, I was butthurt over it because my first truck, I was limited to what I could have before I could buy a square body or drive a square body. And he got a cooler truck than me. So I was a little upset for a while. But look at that. It has a setup where you can put a bicycle on it. It's got, y'all will really love this. The ones that know will know. Check that out. What is that, Trista? Is that like a springboard to jump on, or? So around here, the coolest Toyotas had this spider web looking net running up their roll bar. You guys comment if you ever saw any of them like that, but we had a couple running around here that did that. So that was the trend in my head before I could drive. This is a cool roll bar incorporated where you can put a toolbox. But this is going to be an affordable truck. I really bought it to put it in the showroom and have it here for the open house. But I feel like somebody will buy it in the meantime. I'm pretty sure. 72 Blazer. Yeah, a full top Blazer. Now, we do not have a top for this. We have a parts top that I don't mind giving somebody, but you're going to have to be responsible for picking it up. It's not good enough to put on here and damage the paint of this truck because this truck is slick and perfect, even where the top sits. Overheated phone, but we're back. 72 Blazer. It is a small block, supposed to be a 383. It is aluminum headers, nice exhaust, sounds good, and it is a Phytech fuel injection. And for all that you know, the fuel injection is obviously a nice upgrade when everything works right. We're still a big fan of carburetors, but big old air filter, extra vacuum booster, power steering, power brake, air conditioned from the factory, which was a rare option on this Blazer, but it is unhooked. So if somebody wanted to hook it back up, you'd have to put a bracket system in a compressor, or you could go to a vintage or a classic AC system. Paint in person probably shows better than the video. It's not all rock chipped up, believe it or not. These are 37s. It's about 8 inches of lift. It does have power steps. It does have crossover steering. It does have track bar. And it does have Fox shocks. Steps, houndstooth interior, aftermarket stereo, speaker pods down bottom, digital dash engages, and a cool wooden steering wheel. And I love the houndstooth because that's what my dad's 69 Camaro has in it. And there go the steps. You hear us say Survivor. I never try to call the same two trucks the same at the same time because then it gets confusing. But we're going to make this one Survivor because we don't have a current Survivor to talk about. This Survivor is a short bid, 1986 with 66,000 original miles, single owner, original paint. This truck was owned by one of my customers, and he said, you know, JW, I want to restore it, but I don't want to take away from the originality. I want a 1.0 kit. Then he wanted a 2.0 kit. Then he didn't know what he wanted to do. He said, JW, it needs to be left alone. And he said, if I keep it in my hands, I'm not going to leave it alone. It does have a 2-inch lift kit, tires and wheels. We could easily put this back to completely stock. It's got a nice step, just like the steps y'all saw earlier. It really could use carpet, but I don't want to mess with the carpet currently. Door's locked. Just because of the fact it's original. And it does have some minor paint imperfections, but they could be easily touched up at this moment. The door pockets have the normal little sag. This is actually the key tag from the truck when it came in. The original owner's manual and books are in the glove box. And this was a single owner truck until 2024 when he acquired it. And we are doing our little punch list currently for like the LED light and some other things that'll be knocked out. Original sticker in the door, rockers All underneath the truck is solid, but the carpet, though it shows up and looks brown in the video, it is blue and it's faded. Two options. I'll dye this carpet for no cost, but if you want to replace it, it would be the cost of whatever the carpet costs plus labor for where this truck is currently priced. Now, this truck also could be just like Grandpa. Not to get confusing again, but its originalness is fine and it's cool, but you could add 8 inches or 12 inches of lift under it and lift it, so be it. Who cares? Look underneath. Bed supports are crispy perfect. The exhaust is new. He had that done professionally. Is it shadowing weird? Okay, show the front. Unfortunately, the phone just, I don't know, on this high resolution, it just doesn't zoom right. No, under here, Trista. The inner fender wells, everything is what it's supposed to be. The underside of the truck, let me see it real quick so you don't have to get on the ground. Look underneath this truck, guys. You don't find them like that ever these days. Let me try to catch this side over here. There's Trista. You're matching the Blazer almost. Trista's doing a fabulous job. Thank you guys for complimenting. AJ did a fabulous job. Krista did a fabulous job. But Trista is catching on very quick, and she is, in case you guys are not noticing, she is working with a little bit of editing on the videos, splicing them because either the phone rings, the phone gets hot. You'll be hard-pressed to find a specimen like this. All right, I'm going to hand the phone back to Trista. We're not going to talk about this one currently because I'm working with a customer that has been very patiently awaiting the right vehicle, and I want this one to have its own dedicated video with the things that we're going to be doing. And the Blazer. We're not going to touch upon this one a whole lot either, just because of the fact AJ has already got somebody in the works on it. I actually had a buddy of mine. I need to text him and let him know. He was looking for something to put the new Mickeys on, the new wide Mickeys and the 16 wide Mickey wheels. This would be a perfect candidate for that. We ended up doing the 35-inch boggers with the 14-inch wide wheels, chrome. This is a 383. It's also fuel injected. It's a beautiful truck, but I don't want to get too in depth and you guys get upset if it does sell. If it does not sell or this one does not sell, we will do a Mac Daddy detailed video on each one of them for y'all. But literally from the little clip last night that Trista put together, both of these this morning, we were doing pictures and videos so you guys could see them. But I do want to show the interior because I just love this. And we're actually getting ready to replace these windows because one has a slight crack. Show that back window, Trista. It's not a slight crack. It's now turned into a big crack over there. And guess what? If we replace one, it's not going to match. We're replacing both rear windows. So they'll match. Twice the cost, but that's the way to do it right. But show the door panels and stuff. The plaid is just cool in this truck. I think it's awesome. But it's got digital analog gauges with digital readout, display screen for the fuel injection, late model console out of a newer HD, newer Suburban / Tahoe rear seat, LED light bulbs throughout the truck. It's just a cool piece. It's got a good look, but again, I don't want to get people excited. That sounds good. Must be Daniel pulling up with something. But I don't want to get people excited on these two because they're probably going to be spoken for. So if they're not, then we'll do another video dedicated. And if they are, we'll still do a dedicated video, but we'll show what's been done to them and what's getting done because this truck's going to go to the next level of completion, even though this is an LSX, LS swap, straight as an arrow, mostly K30 truck. That's a lot, Trista. We jammed out a lot quick. And shout out, while we've been doing this, we've had multiple customers stop by and that are traveling or whatever's going on and just visiting and touring things. We welcome it because we are real. We're brick and mortar. We pay for these buildings. We pay to insure them. We pay to taxes on them. You want to talk about extra overhead above and beyond what we talked about in the video the other day. We are real and we're here and want you guys to come see and check things out. I don't care if you're just traveling from down the street or you're traveling from across the world. Please feel free to stop at any time. We welcome it. Thanks a lot, guys. It's a lot to get done in one video, and we have been very busy today, and we got a busy afternoon, and my stomach's telling me it's close to lunchtime. So we got done before lunch. We'll have a whole lot more for the afternoon, but Trista's going to clip this one together for y'all's video today. Thanks a lot. Please report these scams, and you know what? If they're still here, Trista, they deserve something. If you're still here, let us know what you have noticed over the last week at the very end of the video that Trista took it upon herself to add. Don't comment it. trucks@davisautosales.com. AJ's going to get so many emails that he's not going to understand. Trucks@davisautosales.com. Tell us what you see at the end of the video. We'll randomly pick 2 people for a free shirt order. Thanks.